Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's Challenger Scorpion, it's 2,000 points, and it is the Eldar versus the Necrons. Rob Batchelor has returned with his Necron force, and they will do battle across this snowy industrial landscape here against the forces of the Eldar. So this is the outside perimeter. Imperial Fists have been operating in the area, but have long since left, abandoning this industrial works here. But it'll be across this terrain that the Eldar will do battle with the Necrons. Right, so welcome to this 2,000 points episode of Challenger Scorpion. So it's Eldar versus Necrons. I'm going to run my Eldar list here. I do have some new units on the way, but I'm going to use the current list for them here at the moment just to try and see how well they do and gain some battlefield experience with them. And it'll be a fresh and tough challenge for them taking on Rob Batchelor's Necrons. Right, so the structure of the army here is battalion detachment and battle forged. I have a vanguard detachment here and a super heavy also. So the vanguard then, 2 HQs, a spirit seer here, and for him I've taken protect and jinx for his power. Then Prince Uriel as the second HQ. Then 1, 2, 3 elites, 10 striking scorpions, Scorpion Exarch with Scorpion's Claw. Then Wraith Guard here with 5 Wraith Cannons. Then Wraith Blades with 4 shields and Ghost Axes. That's the Vanguard, and that's Iron Den Craftworld for them. Then the Super Heavy is the Wraith Knight. Controversial choice. I've gone for a Latok as the Craftworld for him. 2 Heavy Wraith Cannons is the weapons that he's carrying. Then the Battalion Detachment is a Latok. Also, 3 HQs. 1 Warlock here with Conceal Reveal as his power. Then Autark on the jet bike with the Laser Lance. For him I've given him a relic. It's the Shimmer Plumes. It'll be -1 to the hit rolls for him on top of his Latok ability as well. Then another HQ is the Avatar of Cain. So 250 point unit. That's the Forge World model that I'm using there. Then 5 Shining Spears of Laser Lances. The Exarch in there has the Star Lance for them. And then they have the twin Shuriken Catapults also on their bikes. Then to make up the battalion here, it's 1, 2, 3 units of Rangers here for the Eldar with their sniper rifles. Yeah, so that's the battalion detachment there. So a mixture of craft worlds, an Iron Den detachment here, and the rest of the army is a Latok trying to make use of that -1 to hit them. What I've done is given the Autark here a Banshee Mask as an upgrade that's still available from the index. That means no Overwatch against him. And I've made him the Warlord. That means that he gets Path of Command. So similar Craftworld units nearby will get rerolls to hit within 6 inches. And then roll a dice. No, whenever I'm using command points, roll a dice on a 6. I'll keep command points that have been used just to try and retain as many of these command points as possible. Yeah, and his Warlord trait then, it's freed him up to choose something else because he's taken the Banshee Mask. It's Seer of the Shifting Vector. Once per battle round, it grants me a reroll either to hit, wound, save, psychic, or deny the Witch test. So a useful reroll available from him. That's the Eldar. We'll take a look now and see what Rob has in his list. Alright, so 2,000 points of Necrons. Rob Batchelor's returned. Known on the channel for his Orcs, but he does have Necrons as well. So he's brought them back, and this time to fight against the Eldar. We'll let Rob run through what he has in his list.
Okay guys, this is my 2,000 point Necron list. It is 1 battalion. The Warlord is my Overlord. The dynastic trait is Sautek. My Warlord has a War Scythe, and he also has the Veil of Darkness. And the Warlord trait that he's taken is Hyperlogical Strategist, which is the one that lets me get back command points on a 5+. The other HQ on my list is a Cryptek. He's got a Chronometron, which is a 5+ invulnerable save against shooting. I've got 3 troops. It's 2 units of 15 Necron Warriors, and then I've also got a unit of 5 Necron Immortals with Tesla Carbines. In Elites, I've got 2 Catan Shards. I've got the Shard of the Nightbringer. He's got the powers Sky Falling Stars and Cosmic Fire, and I've also got a Shard of the Deceiver. His powers are Antimatter Meteor and Time's Arrow. I've got a unit of 5 Death Marks, and I've got a unit of 5 Lich Guard with Hyperface Swords and Dispersion Shields. In fast attack, I've got a unit of 4 Wraiths, and I've also got a unit of 5 Destroyers. And then for heavy support, I have a Doomsday Arc.
Alright, so that's Rob's list here. He's used it before, previously in a game, and that was against the Thousand Sons. Now it's a fresh challenge, fighting against a Xenos army this time, the Eldar. Eldar versus Necrons. A number of times we've had that clash on the channel, but fresh challenge here for Rob, and a fresh challenge for this current Eldar list. I'm working on it at the moment, but we'll use the list that we have for now to take on this menacing Necron army. We'll go into scenario and deployment next. Right, so the scenario is called No Mercy. It's from the regular rulebook for 8th edition, Eternal War. So search and destroy is the deployment. So here is where the Eldar will be deploying, in this corner, just marked here by the boundary of red dice. There's a no man's land 9 inches away from the centre of the board, and then the Necrons marked by the grey dice here. This is the end. They'll be at just here. The aim of the game is straightforward. It's kill points based battle here, so slaughter as many units as possible. Both armies will be happy to do that. Rob's just having a quick count up here of his number of his units. I think it's roughly even here for the number of models. There's bonus points as well for First Blood, Slay the Warlord, and Line Breaker as well. Okay, so very straightforward game. Kill each other as quickly and as efficiently as possible, and these two armies will quite happily go about doing that. We'll start alternating placing units on the board next. Right, so the mat that we're using in this game, it's by gamemat.eu. They produce these battle mats, perfect for games of Warhammer 40,000. This one's 6x4 in size. It's this mouse mat material, rubber on one side, rolls out nice and flat, and then the printed surface on top. Then we simply place the terrain and some scatter stones around. It all blends in nicely. So it's a great foundation, nice and soft. So figure friendly if models fall over. It's a soft landing for them, nice and quiet for dice rolling as well. We're also using terrain produced by gamemat.eu as well. They produce resin cast terrain, pre-painted. We've done some extra paint work on these just to bring them up to match in with the rest of the terrain that we have here. But these containers, these boxes here, those ones over there as well, they're all by gamemat.eu. And some of the piping that we're using here in this game, that's produced by them also. So plenty of options available from gamemat.eu now. Mats available and plenty of terrain as well. Right, so deployment's complete. Strange things going on here. Both armies have units that can relocate and are still yet to deploy at this stage. But we'll cover the deployment so far. For the Eldar, the Wraith Knights here at the back do fancy his chances of surviving quite well in this game, but we'll see. There is some nasty Necron firepower available. The bikers on top of the bridge here are very close to the Necron line. I deployed them as one of the last units here. The Autarch on the jet bike deploying next to them. Then down here, hidden mostly, is the Wraith Guard, and then a cluster of characters nearby: Warlock, Spirit Seer, Prince Uriel, and the Avatar of Cain. In reserve, or still yet to deploy, these will come down in the first turn, before the first turn begins, when the battle round starts. 1, 2, 3 units of Rangers. I've paid a command point here to put these into the webway, and the Scorpions can emerge from the shadows turn 1 in their own deployment zone, turn 2 and 3 somewhere else on the table. Both of us have a number of units that are going to be able to either redeploy or turn up just before the game begins, once we've established who's going first. That's going to be the Rangers. I've got the Phantasm stratagem to use as well, which is just there, so we may well use that. All depends on who's going first here. And then Rob has his ability with his Catan Shard. The Necrons have deployed like so. Catan at the back. Immortals just here, keeping out of trouble and out of line of sight, mostly there with the Destroyers. The Lich Guard just here. The Overlord with his War Scythe just behind a unit of Necron Warriors, and Rob deploying aggressively as well, right up to the deployment edge with his Necron Warriors. Wraiths in the middle, another Catan, the Cryptek, and then finally the Doomsday Ghost Ark just up here. It is a unit that can fly, so Rob will be able to change levels with that, no problem at all. So deployment's done. The two armies are very close to each other here. We're going to go on to the scary moment now to determine who goes first. Rob will be on +1. He finished deploying before the Eldar. So he's going to roll off. Here it comes. 5. Oh dear. 4. No. Going to try and seize the initiative here and get a 6. We do not. So the Necrons will go first. I think Rob's going to be happy with that. Get a chance to fire here. I am going to play the Phantasm strategy here. I'm going to start relocating some units. Both armies have units that have that ability, so we're going to roll off and then alternate redeploying and placing units on the table. Okay, so the Necrons are going first. So we've done our redeploys. So Phantasm's been played. I've relocated the jet bikes away off the bridge. We know we're going second, so we've put them down here. Autarch's joined them as well. And the Wraith Knight, I've shifted him along a few inches. He's nicely out of range, I think, of the destroyers. Will not be able to avoid the firepower, though, that can come from the Doomsday Ark. Then for Rob, he moved the Catan Shard here and the Lich Guard. That's the number of units that he rolled up for, just the one plus the Catan. Just that, so they've swung around to this right-hand side. Then for the Eldar, appear unbidden with the 1, 2, 3 units of snipers. They've gone on top of the bridge network. So that's deployment done, redeploys done, and so on. Quite unique here in this game. I've not seen this kind of redeploying taking place, especially both armies doing this here. But this is the final setup now. So we'll let Rob make his moves. The Necrons will go first here in this fight. Alright, so movement's taken place here. We've also gone through the Catan Shard powers as well. So just moving in behind the building here, the bunker with the Lich Guard. Then the Catan Shard moving up. He activated his power, D3 mortal wounds, but just scored 1. So Shining Spears have taken a mortal wound so far, but that may well prove he could be a real menace here for the Eldar. With his powers, and difficult for the Eldar to root him out. Then across here, remaining stationary, the Doomsday Ark, holding ground here at the back with the Immortals, on the move, sweeping round with the Destroyers, and then Necron Warriors on the move, fanning out on both sides. On top of the bunker here, the Overlord's just with them. He's granted might will be done to this unit. Right, okay, yeah. And then the Wraiths have made an advanced move as well as 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've finished their move there. The Nightbringer is up here, and he used his power. A chance to cause mortal wounds on all 3 of the units of Rangers, but just 1 mortal wound coming through in the end. And the Cryptex just tucked here at the back. That is movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. We'll see what kind of damage the Necrons can do. They'll be looking to make an early impact here at this stage, and we'll see what kind of effect, what kind of damage the Doomsday Arc can do. I think I know where he's going to shoot, but we'll see. We'll go on to shooting phase of the Necrons next on turn 1. Okay, so Rob's going to start off with Necron Warriors here. They're going to try and shoot at the LA Top snipers up here. So he'll be looking for, 2 hits. Sorry, just off camera there, but he's rolled all of those and scored 2 hits. 1 wound does come through. It is -1. So we're all up a save here. We need something high. It's a 5. So yeah, 5's not going to do it. -1, 6 up save. What we're playing here is just playing levels and line of sight blocking terrain, but this whole area here is not cover. So not going to count it as ruins, just levels here. So you can use the line of sight blocking to your advantage and climb the different levels, but otherwise everyone's going to get cover if we play the whole place as the cover rule. So one of the Rangers has been brought down by the Necron Warriors. Okay, we've resolved Necron fire here as well. Just a couple of the Warriors were just about in range 24, and they took out another one of the Scouts. So there's a squad there with just 2 left. So other than that, it's just the Doomsday Arc and its main weapon. Rob is electing to fire at the Wraith Knight here. This could be deadly, we'll see. So the number of shots he gets is he's rolled a 1. And then you'll be on... You can command reroll this?
Yeah.
Fine, no problem at all. So here we go. Command reroll. He's rolled a 1 again. So just the 1 shot coming through. I just think Wraith the Knight is going to survive turn 1. So I'm really happy here because it's not often that he lasts too long here. And he may not even take any damage. We'll see. So Rob's on 3+ to hit and then -1. Becomes a 4. Yes, fine. Well done. And then that's going to be a wound. Rob's rolled a 6. And it's -5. So it's going to bypass the armour. And it's an immediate 5 damage here on the Wraith Knight. Good result. So 19 wounds left on the Wraith Knight. Alright, so shooting finished. In the end, not too bad there against the Wraith Knight. 5 wounds being picked up as a good result. So that's the end of the turn. I think there's no charges here at all. None. Alright, Rob's saying there's no charges to take place. The turn's going to end just there. Not too much damage coming through here. The Eldar proving hard to try and reach with firepower. So we'll finish there. Now the Eldar have a chance to concoct a plan of some kind. Problem is we can't take this entire Necron army on. We've got to try and figure out where we're going to strike and how we're going to strike and what to use. We'll see. We'll now go on to the first turn for the Eldar. We'll see how they respond. The Necrons are advancing towards them. We'll see what the Eldar can do. We're going to their turn 1 coming up next. Alright, so movement for the Eldar here. We're committing to the fight. Necrons approaching, so the Eldar have responded. Still within our deployment zone, we've brought on the Wraith Guard. They've turned up here. Prince Uriel has moved up. He hasn't advanced. He's available to charge, potentially. The Wraith Blades have gone up, paying 3 inches to go up a level. The Warlock's just behind them. And then we did an advanced move with... The Spirit's here on a 6 of him, so he's scooted around 12 inches. We played Matchless Agility here, automatic 6 inches for advance, so 13 inches move by the Avatar. He's a monster, so we can't go up a level here. We're going to have to go around this direction. Jet Bikes have committed to the fight early on, so in they go, 16 inches moved, and then the Autarch on the bike has moved up with them as well. And the Wraith Knights move forwards some inches here to get within range of the Doomsday Arc. I'm not sure how well this is going to go for the Eldar here. This could go wrong, or it could be something glorious. We'll see what happens. We'll go on to the psychic phase next for the Eldar on turn 1.
So
yeah,
we'll know who's won this game.
I reckon so. We're just discussing the game here. This could be make or break here, almost on turn 1. If this goes wrong for the Eldar, they'll be in trouble for sure. I mean, the Necrons are both armies so close. This is only turn 1 of the game, and the battle lines are drawn almost across the entire battlefield here. So this is it, the moment of truth. Jinx has gone off, reducing the saving throws here on the Lich Guard, and then conceal onto the jet bikes a -1 to hit them for ranged weapons until the next psychic phase. So a successful psychic phase here, the Warlock and the Spirits here making use of their powers. That's the end of psychic phase. We'll go on to shooting phase next for the Eldar on turn 1. Alright, so some real moment of truth shooting here for the Eldar. We need to do well. We'll start here. We made an assault or an advance route. We can still shoot here with this Wailing Doom, which we get a hit and we get a wound. So is it a 5-up invuln?
Yeah. Oh.
It's gone off the table. Here it comes. That's gone off the table. Get 4. Alright, so that's going to be D6 damage here on one of these Immortals. It's a good start. Alright, so one of them can be removed from play. Well done, Advertise, made an impact. So yeah, we're just saying Jinx has worked. It would have been a save otherwise. So a wound taken, or a model lost. Okay, next is the jet bikes. Where to fire with those is the question. Okay, so what we're going to do with these is we're going to put, we've checked here, Rob's happy enough, 3 laser lances into those, then 2 laser lances into the warriors, and then all the shuriken weaponry into the warriors as well. So 3 laser lances to start off with, going into the destroyers, needing 3s, then needing 3s to wound here. We'll not reroll this one, so one comes through, it's -4 and 2 damage. So that will put 2 wounds on one of those, just there. We'll do 2 into the warriors, 2 hits, and 2 kills. Yes, AP -4, 2 damage. Okay, so we've got the shuriken weaponry next. Okay, shuriken weapons next, all going into the warriors here. So we're looking for 3s to hit. We can reroll some 1s here for the alt-art being nearby. So we'll just take away all the 2s. Okay. Then 6s are good, and we'll be on 4s to wound. So -3, so 2 Necron warriors can be removed. And then there's those saves to make here, just at normal armor saves. 3. Okay, so 5 brought down in total. Not too bad there from the Shining Spears. So, alt-arc next. 1 laser lance shot into the Necron warriors. Reroll 1s for shooting. Yep. And 3s for a kill. Yes, 6 is a kill. So, just checking the range. Yeah, 1 Necron warrior brought down. Shuriken weapons. 2s. And 6s are good. Oh yeah, 1 wound and 1 kill. So 4-up save here. No, 2 more Necron warriors brought down. Okay, they're dropping here, so some damage coming through, but each time damage comes through, they get further and further away from us for charging. So 9 casualties taken. Or 10, is it now? Yeah, down to 5 left out of 15. Okay, so that's the jet bikes there, making an impact there against the Necron warriors. Going to fire the Wraith Knight here. Rob does have quantum shielding though on the Doomsday Arc, but we've got to fire at it here. So 4 shots coming in. There's no assistance either, no rerolls available. So 3s for hits. God, if we had a friendly alt-arc nearby, we could have rerolled those. Or a friendly Farseer could have helped out as well. We've just got 2 hits. Toughness?
6.
Toughness 6. Okay. Strength 10. So, no, sorry. Strength 16. So 2s to wound. I might command reroll this one. Mightily tempted to. Yeah, okay, 2+. Yep, and a 6+ will keep that. No, alright, so command point used up. So, I think it'll bypass the armour. It's AP -4.
Yep.
So, we'll just roll our damage. We've scored a 1, so it's going to be a wound. And then Rob can roll a 1, 2, or 3 to prevent that from coming through. No, okay, so 5 wounds in total here. That'll drop the Doomsday Arc down to 9 wounds left, but it's still very much alive. Wraith Guard next. We're going to the Wraith, see if we can get through to them here. 111, but thankfully Prince Uriel will guide them and still fail with 2. Strength 10, toughness 5, 2s for wounds. Yeah, the wounds come through. These will cause trouble here if they get through the invuln save. So 3+ invuln save available. Rob fails 2. Ouch. He's going to command reroll. Yes, he is. Okay, so Passes. All right, I think that was helpful. I want to keep those wraiths alive. It's got some damage here. So it's D6 damage. Rolled a cursed 1. Okay, so nothing we can do about that. Just a wound taken there on the wraiths. Not going so well up here. Okay, we're going to fire the snipers here. On top, I think we need to take out the Catan Shard. So we'll go on to shoot with them. So the first unit here need 3s. That's good. 5 6s would be very useful. Well, there's 1. All right, so yeah, it's 2 wounds caused, 1 mortal wound there. Rob's just rolled up here for his saves and found another. So 2 wounds caused so far. That's from the first squad. We'll go for the weakened squad next, the 2 of them. God, they get their hits. Wow. Double 6 again would be good. Just a wound coming through now, so just a save required. No, another wound. 3 taken. Next. I just crazy firepower here. I wish that was the wound rolls. Okay, here come the wound rolls now. This is the last squad. Just the 1. Okay, so another save required here. Yeah, no wounds here. It's 5s to wound, not 4s. Strength 4, toughness 7. All right, so 3 wounds caused in total, but still plenty of wounds remain on the Catan Shard. Just looking around to see if there's any other firepower. I don't think so. All right, so charges next. Potential charges across here and across here as well. Avatar can't charge, but we'll go on to charges in Overwatch. Which direction do we go? Decisions to make with the bikers. We could head off towards the Warlord and the Warriors. We could try and engage these and receive a bit of Overwatch. We could try and go down here and attack the Jinxed Lich Guard. We'll see. Decisions to make. Tough choices here for the Eldar. All right, so charges have gone ahead here. Pretty good for the Eldar, not entirely according to plan. We rolled for the Autarch first of all. It took a command reroll to do it, then rolled a 6 to keep the command point. It rolled only a 5, but then rolled a 9. Made into contact there against the Warlord. The shooting here has created a gap for the jet bikes to push through. And then we followed up with an 11-inch charge from the jet bikes. So some of them are swung around to the back here. That's a crazy speed that they've gone into the Necron Warriors and into the Necron Overlord as well. We've not gone for these. Despite Jinx being on them, we're just going to leave the Lich Guard where they are. The Eldar may regret that later. We'll see. But we're going after the Warlord here to try and cut off the head of this Necron army. But its head has the potential to grow back to some degree if we don't kill him. Right, so charges here, charging in with the Wraith Blades. Prince Uriel has made it into combat as well. They've gone in against the Wraiths. Wraith Guard failed to make it in. That's charges complete. We'll go on to combat resolution next. Rob may well want to interrupt with one of these combats. We've got to choose wisely which combat to pick here in this fight. Okay, so we're going to pick the bikers here. We need to fight with them first. So 2 of them regular are going to go into the Necron Warriors, and then 2 others and the Exarch are going to go into the Overlord here. Going to play Supreme Disdain. Any 6s to hit will generate an extra bonus attack. Here we go. 4 attacks first of all into the regular Necron Warriors. Rerolling 1s for the Autarch nearby. Generates an extra hit. 3s to kill here. 2. Alright, so 2 Necron Warriors brought down by the regular Shining Spears. On 2, okay. Now we go for attacks into the Overlord. Alright, then 7 attacks into the Overlord. We need some 6s here to help out. Rob, none. I'll re-roll this one. Alright, but we do get all our hits though. We'll go on to wounding here. 3+. Yeah, if Rob rolls badly, it will work. 4 saves here. Invuln saves of 4+. Oh dear. 2 wounds taken. I think Rob will just take the 2 wounds here. But the Overlord remains very much alive. And we'll hand over to Rob now. He's probably going to want to interrupt play. Probably with the Overlord as he tries to fight back. So yeah, Wraith's tough here. My Wraiths we're talking about, not Rob's.
Yeah.
So Rob's Wraiths are tough though. We're both tough and both Wraiths. But Wraith Blades are on the defensive here. Rob's interrupted, and the Necron Wraiths are going to fight against them. Okay. So 3s. There's no minuses involved here. You're strength 6, aren't you? With toughness 6, right? So force to wound. Just 2. Yeah, not so good. Minus 2. So we'll go down to a 4+ invuln save, which we pass 1. So 2 wounds taken. They're 3 wounds each, so double wound. I'm going to fight the warriors here. I need to take them out. There's 3 of them there. They could bomb from morale, but Rob could play 2 command points to keep them alive, so I want to kill them off. If we can, there's 2 1s. We'll re-roll these. Try and get 2 pluses. They've hit. Now we'll try and wound. 3 pluses to kill. Ah, the relief. They're gone. 3 left. 3 destroy. That's no reanimation. That's one of the... Is that first blood? Yes, first blood picked up as well. So a victory point. And the Overlord remains surrounded now. I don't think he can escape. We've consolidated around. Closest enemy models just surrounded what was the warriors. They're now gone. And the Overlord now needs to be rescued. He's surrounded here by swirling Eldar jet bikes. So that's all resolved now. No, Rob needs to fight back actually with him. We'll go on to the next charger for the Eldar, which is the Wraith Blades fighting here. Alright, so 15 attacks. Actually get bonus attacks for charging. So 2 attacks each plus 1. 15 attacks into the Wraiths. There is that 3+ invuln save to try and get through though. We're looking for 3s to hit. We'll take the modifier off in just a moment. Any 1s? None. So we'll apply the modifiers then, and the 3s become misses. Which isn't very good, look at that. But these have hit. 3s to wound, strength 7, toughness 5. So yeah, we'll require 5 saves here of 3+. Okay, so that will kill one of the Wraiths. It's already on 2 wounds, and they will be on D3 damage. It's on 1, sorry. So D3 then. Just the 1 blast, and then automatically kills him. Can't let the wounds overflow. So one of the Wraiths brought down. Whether it was worth charging in, we'll see. Prince Uriel to fight next. Right, it's Prince Uriel, 4 attacks. 2s. They're all hit. They always wound on a 2+. They're all wounded. Well done, Prince. Good. Princely dice rolling from him. 3+ invuln saves here for Rob. Cursed Wraiths. If that was anything else, there would be trouble here, whatever unit it may have been. But Wraiths have withstood the attacks here. I did tuck in one of the models here for the Wraith Blades onto the Necron Warriors to try and deny them shooting. Rob's just going to do his piling moves and attack with them. And then we've got the Overlord to fight as well. Chance the Necrons to strike back here on Eldar turn 1. So Rob's attacking back here with the Overlord. He's going after the Shining Spears. I've played lightning fast reactions to try and limit the damage coming through here. So 1 has missed. No, they've all hit. It's only -1, isn't it? 3 becomes a hit. That's fine. So the hits still come through. 3s for kills here. Oh, he's killed 3. There's nothing I can do. It's -4. Our invuln save doesn't count in close combat. 3 of the Shining Spears brought down.
What's their leadership?
It'll be 8 or 9. Yes, we'll need to check for that. It's become at a price. We've took out a unit of Necron Warriors, but it's been a costly price here. Shining Spears, they need to be a bigger unit here. Unit of 5 struggling. But excellent work from the Overlord, hacking 3 of them down and just 2 of them left. That's an excellent result there for the Necrons here at the end of turn 1. It's like the battle's already taken place here. Turn 1 has been very, very eventful indeed. But now I think the turn is entirely finished. Yes, the Wraiths have held here. That's the Necron Wraiths. And across here, Necron Warriors deleted, but it's come at a dreadful cost here for the Shining Spears. That's the end of Eldar turn 1. Not too bad, but I think the Necrons are poised potentially to cause a lot of trouble on their turn 2 coming up next. We'll go on to the second turn now for the Necrons as the game hangs in the balance. Okay, so on turn 2 here, a fresh start for both sides. It's just so much has gone on here. On turn 1, casualties and manoeuvring, both armies colliding here on the middle here, just fighting over this ground. It's kill points, and both armies are busy trying to pick up as many kill points as possible. We've wiped out the warriors, and that's it. So a point picked up there, but Rob's on the verge, I think, of achieving some kill points here. Shining Spear's not looking too healthy. Wraiths are allowed to break out of combat, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and charge somewhere else. Yes, right, a very useful unit. Rob will be glad to have those in the centre of the board. Could cause trouble for the Eldar here. And the Katana Shard on the move, headed off towards the Wraith guard here. So we'll let Rob make the rest of his moves. Aggressive still. His approach hasn't changed, taking the fight to the Eldar, trying to push them off this bunker. The two Xenos forces busy slaughtering each other here at the early stages of the game. Okay, so movement complete here. We've resolved the Catan powers as well. Didn't reanimate here with the lone, with the missing Lich Guard. Catan power went off, 3 mortal wounds caused, molten body denied 2 on 5+. It's 1 wound taken there. Rob was relocated with the Overlord and restored a wound as well for living metal. Moving around here with the destroyers, looks like he's going to try and take out the Warlord. The Necron warriors have pulled back from close combat. There's some firepower available here from the Immortals, and the Doomsday Arc has not moved. Wraiths have disengaged from combat, jumped up and over, and look set to charge into the Warlock. They will be allowed to charge after pulling out of combat. And then the Catan Shard moves down here. He then caused mortal wounds on Prince Uriel and 3 mortal wounds on the Wraith blades, so one of them has been removed. That's movement done. Rob trying to line up here to cause a deadly blow here against the Eldar. We'll go on to shooting phase next for the Necrons on turn 2. I think turn 2
is where all the damage happens.
This really is. This could decide the game. Yeah. Whoever emerges at the end of Eldar turn 2 will probably have an idea
I think it all depends
who's going to win this one.
Damage I can cause to you now.
Yes.
To cripple you so you can't damage me next turn.
Correct. Yes, that's right. Rob needs to get ahead to try and prevent the backlash that could come back from the Eldar. I think though, once the Eldar are on the downward spiral, it's hard to recover them. Necrons are the opposite. When they're down, they're perhaps the most dangerous because they can bounce back so well, as we've seen so many times in the various games on the channels. But we'll see what Rob can do, see what the shooting phase can bring about here for the Necrons. Gaze of Death. First of all, coming from the Catan Shard.
D6.
2. Okay, 2 shots. Take it to be on. Oh no, I think Rob's thinking about a command reroll.
Yeah, so do I get it back? I do.
That's a good roll. Roll a 6 there.
And then
the number of shots. 5, that is. That is a well used command reroll there.
So hits on 2s.
2s to hit, yeah, very good.
And then always wounds on 2s.
Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. They've all wounded.
And then it is AP.
Minus something horrible. And I hope the damage isn't 3.
It's D3.
D3. Oh, it could have been 3 damage. Could have been a wipe. Wipe out my 200 point unit.
AP minus 4.
Right. So you're straight through the armour. So it's D3s, one at a time. Here, the first one kills a Wraith. A wound on another. Kills him. Okay, and the next one. A wound and kills another. Okay, so 3 dead, 2 left. So good firepower there. The Wraiths there being picked on nicely by the Catan Shard. Next is the Doomsday Arc. Hasn't moved, happy to fire. The Gauze Flayer arrays will go into the Shining Spears. I don't have the command points to activate the card here, Lightning Fast Reactions, which is a shame. It would just be -1 to hit them, thanks to Conceal from the Warlock that came across him, who's going to be in trouble here against the Wraiths. And then Rob's going to fire the main gun into the Wraith Knight. This long-range firepower duel that's taking place between these two, whilst both sides murder each other in the middle. We do have a bit of a long-range firepower exchange taking place between these two, and either of these two get a decent round of shooting, they'll win the firefight. But we'll let Rob roll up. Looks like he's going to try and clear away the bikers first of all. So 4s will end up in hits here after the -1. There's no rerolls available, so just remove those. Okay, and then 4s for wounds actually. And they'll be at -1 as well. Okay, we should survive this. Well, we've lost a biker, so just the Exarch left here now. So casualty taken, Shining Spears almost removed, and firepower and D6 shots into the Wraith. Almost called an Imperial Wraith, it's a Eldar Wraith Knight. 2 hits. 1. So nothing you can do about that. We've escaped. We've still got 19 wounds remaining. I think that's the only firepower that can be directed into the Wraith Knight here. This is a valuable resource for the Eldar, and every turn that he's not killed, he becomes ever stronger. But he won't be able to take on the Necrons by himself, so we need to use the other units to make an impact here. So next lot of firepower will be perhaps down here. Remember, he's got these that can fire as well, the destroyers available to shoot also. Okay. So Rob's rolling up for the Immortals. Rolled a 2 there. That's the one at the back. He's on a bigger minus here because of Latok. And then now 4 shots coming in. So we're just checking the rules here. The way we're going to interpret this, we're going to apply our modifiers, and they're just going to become regular hits, not the bonuses there.
3s.
2 wounds do come through. There's no minus here. It's normal armor save. We've got to pass. We do. Okay, so it's a 3 and a 4. So that's that firepower done. The Exarch is still alive and defiant. Now Rob's got a choice to make here with the destroyers. Fair enough. Okay, Rob's going to split fire here. One of them is going to fire into the Exarch. The other 4 are going to go after the Autarch. This is quite game changing. If both of these survive, this is going to be very healthy for the Eldar. If we're destroyed here, I think the Eldar are going to seriously be in a bit of trouble, looking a bit thin on the ground here at the moment, but we'll see. So you want to do this one first? 3 shots. So, yeah, the 3 becomes a miss because of conceal. 2 hits come through. 3s for wounds. A wound.
I played Extermination Protocols.
Ah, right, yes. Good. Well worth doing. Okay. So, it's like a default. It's auto default, isn't it, playing that card?
Yeah,
with those.
I played it.
Yeah, save -3. We'll drop to a 4+ invuln save. So we've got 2.
What, on thing?
Yeah, 4+. They get 4+. Yeah. Oh, oh God! Dice rolling here. Oh, yes, it's a 4+ invuln save they get for their ability to dodge incoming fire. Okay, 12 shots at the Autarch now. -1 to hit him because of Shimmer Plume. So you can take away those 2, and re-rolling because of the stratagem. Yeah. Yes, Rob's leaving 3s there. They can't be re-rolled, but there was none there at all. So he's got his hits. 3s to wound. I have to say that was not too. Oh, re-rolling, of course. And that's better. Now the Exarch will die. 4+. It's impossible here. No, that could be a 2. Those are passed. No matter what you roll, he is dead. But you can see how many wounds you got anyway, just to see what it would have been. He's long gone. Excellent. So a kill point and slay the Warlord achieved here. Well done to the destroyers. We regret not taking them out, but it was too much for the Eldar, and now the Warlord here has been destroyed. The Autarch on the jet bike is dead. 15 wounds in total, so he's dead twice over here, and a bit extra with that firepower. Excellent. Any other shooting at all? So Staff of Light is available. That could finish off the Exarch here for the Shining Spears, and that'll be a great result. -1 to the hit rolls, so Rob will need 4s for hits with 3 shots. 1 hit, he'll not die. The wound does come through though, and we'll drop to an invuln save, which we pass. Alright, so Exarch not destroyed here for the Shining Spears, he remains. But the beloved Autarch is slain. That's a blow there at minus, or no Overwatch allowed, is a great ability to have, but that model's gone. The Eldar will miss him for sure. Okay, so we'll go on to assault phase next. Charges and some Overwatch to resolve here. We'll see where Rob decides to go. Plenty of options, especially down here. We'll see where the Necrons charge in. You're right, so charges have gone ahead. Lichguard have made it in. They're jinxed. They haven't been joined by either of these two HQs. Rob didn't roll high enough for them. Cross here attempted to charge. We did Overwatch, no damage, and didn't make it in. So number charge is not going ahead. The Warlock, though, has been contacted. His days are numbered. As to the Wraith Guard, they've been contacted as well. Again, no hits from Overwatch. And the Wraith Blades just left as they are. So that's the charges that have taken place. We'll go on to combat resolution next for the Necrons here on turn 2. Okay, so pick a combat. I can't interrupt you, so him. Okay, and imagine you're going to take these Wraith Guard out.
Hits on 2s.
There's 2 1s. Not re-rollable. Ooh. We stand a chance here.
Wounds on 2s.
Always wounds on 2s. There's another one. So, and is that D3 damage?
D6.
D6. Or another one. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Sorry, Rob, but that was shocking. All right, so wound taken. Unbelievable. They should be dead, but they've survived here. Incredible. Strange and bizarre. And we have a rule here that we're able to walk out of combat and still shoot with those as well. Relentless move available from them. But a wound comes through at least. But Rob will not be happy with that result there. So the Eldar unit still remains alive. And every unit that remains alive is a kill point that's not been conceded. So it all revolves around killing each other here in this game. So the Warlock, can he survive? Miracles can happen, as we've already seen. 9 attacks were coming against him. 3s. Rob's rolling these grey dice, which are actually James's Imperial Guard dice. That's why not doing so well.
2s to wound.
2s to wound, yeah. 2 1s. Right, stop laughing. Right, so I think I have an invuln save here, actually. Yeah, I've actually got 2 wounds, but I do have a 4+ invuln save, so I have to actually pass both of these. So I'll roll one at a time for effect. Ugh. Come on, reroll. I'll roll both. Half a chance to keep the Warlock alive. That's my last command point. Oh dear. I'll just stop the camera here and meditate on this. Yeah, I'll leave it. I know there's going to be a command reroll coming up later on that I'm going to need for something really important. You can only grant conceal reveal with him, so we'll let him go, but it is a kill point here, and Rob's free to move off with the Wraiths. Okay, so moving on. Lichguard fighting next against the Avatar. Do fancy my chances here, but strange things can happen. Boy. 4 hits. Toughness 6.
4s to wound.
Okay, 2 wounds come through. Alright, so yeah, it does come through, 2 wounds. 5+ invuln save. Pass 1. It's just 1, isn't it? 1 damage.
Yep.
So 5+ to ignore. No, alright, so another wound taken. 6 wounds remain, 2 wounds taken. Alright, so 5 attacks here. In 2s. They've all hit. We'll need 3s to wound. Yeah, so it's 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So 5 pluses to block. Blocks 1. Okay. The first one, 2d6 choose the best. And 2d6 choose the best. Yeah, 2 dead. Brought down. Okay, so that's that resolved. The Avatar's not doing too bad. Standing up for himself. Pretty good. Hacking down the Lichguard. We'll do our attacks here. 3s to hit. 1 hit comes through. 5s for a wound. Nothing. Alright, so that's the Wraith Guard finished. And that is the end of the turn. Bit of morale to check here. I don't think there's going to be any trouble for any of these units, but roll up some morale, or check morale at least, and get some results from that. Alright, and at that, we'll mark the end of the turn. I do have Striking Scorpions still to arrive. Rob still has the death marks to turn up as well, so not all of the units committed yet to this fight, but they may well turn up to a pretty empty battlefield, because both armies have been murdering each other here across this bunker. But it's turning into A deadly fight on both sides. Difficult to call at this stage. I still think the Necrons have the edge, but the Eldar aren't down and out yet for sure. Still units available. A chance for them to try and even things up, if not to try and get ahead here on their second turn coming up next. Eldar turn 2 coming up now. Okay, movement done for the Eldar here. Rob's just deploying his death marks. They're allowed to turn up from reserve just as the Scorpions have arrived. Wraith Knight's moved across. Still in pretty good shape here. 19 wounds remain. He's been joined here by the Spirit Seer. Then we've broken off a combat here with the Wraith Guard. They've moved out 5 inches. The Wraith Blades and Prince Uriel are going after the Necron Warriors. The Snipers are remaining exactly where they are. Avatars remaining in close combat. Across here, the Scorpions have turned up, ready to charge in against multiple targets. Now the death marks have arrived, and you're going to be able to just interrupt and shoot now. Okay, so we'll resolve that in just a moment. And then around here, the lone Exarch for the Bikers has jumped around. He'll be able to fire into the Cryptek, possibly charge him also. So that's movement done. Eldar need to strike hard here, otherwise the Necrons may well run away with this game. But we'll go on to Rob's shooting here. The death marks are about to shoot rapid fire sniper rifles into the Scorpions. Okay, so Rob's resolved his firepower. A mortal wound caused and 2 saves failed. 3 casualties there on the Scorpions. They have landed themselves in the middle of a Necron deployment zone here. So they're into hostile territory for sure. We'll go on to Psychic phase next for the Eldar. The lone Spirit Seer is left to resolve his psychic power. Alright, so Psychic phase finished. Jinx has gone off. We had to use our last command reroll, so no command points available for me. You got any left? You got 2. Rob's got 2 left, okay. So that's gone off. -1 to saves, so the Wraith's now dropped to a 4+ invuln save. We'll go now on to shooting phase next. This is the critical point here for the Eldar. They must make an impact. We'll go on to their shooting now on turn 2. So shooting phase here, we'll start with the Exarch across the other side, firing into the Cryptek. So the laser lance misses. And then he'll fire his Shuriken weapons as well. That's absolutely diabolical. It's because he's concentrating on not landing in the big soup as he balances there. We'll try and wound. We've failed, so no impact from him at all. Not a good start here for the Eldar. Fire the 2 Wraith Guard next. Going into the Catan. 2 hits. Strength 10, so 3s for wounds. We've rolled 2 2s, and I have no rerolls left. That is bring tears to your eyes here for the Eldar. Okay, next. Not so good. We'll go for the Snipers next. That Catan needs to be brought down. So this unit that can see. They get their hits, well done. 5 6s would be helpful. There's 1 6 and 1 save required. So a save of 4+ and a mortal wound comes through. No, 2. 3 wounds remain here on the Catan shard. Now the weakened unit, 2 snipers can fire. They've both hit. Double 6 would be good. No, nothing at all. Needing 5s to wound. Okay, the other sniper squad, there's 1 there on top. 1 can see down here. The other 4 are going to fire across at the destroyers. Okay, so 3s firing downstairs, yes. 5s for a wound. That's a 2. No, so failed. 4 into the destroyers. It's woeful shooting here. I think the range is disturbed by the Catan nearby. Oh, it's terrible. So no damage at all coming in against the destroyers. That's sniper fire done. A couple of wounds, but not much impact from them. Alright, Wraith Knight's going to fire his weapons. It's going to go into the destroyers here. I need to destroy that firepower, otherwise it will be used against me. So 4 shots here, needing 3s. We do get 3 hits. 2s for wounds. 2 come through. So this will be D6 damage. Well, 1's dead straight away, immediately. 1 can be removed. And then a D6 or a 5. Another 1 could be removed. So 2 of the destroyers can be removed. Yeah, so we resolved the rest of the shooting here. A plasma grenade from Prince Uriel destroyed 2 of the Necron warriors. And then down here, 2 of the Death Marks killed by firepower from the Scorpions. That shooting done. Not a disaster, but not particularly good. We've failed in a number of our missions here. Still, 3 of these destroyers remain alive. There's not much I can do. Now, Rob's removed the models from here, so I'm not going to be able to get my charge off there with the Scorpions against them. Thankfully, we deployed over this direction, so we've still got options across the board. Alright, so we'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. See what units can make contact here for the Eldar. Okay, charges are taking place. Wraith Knight and the Spirit Seer have joined in the combat here against the joined together to fight against the Wraiths. Then here we charged first with the Wraith Guard against the Catan. One of them was slain on Overwatch. Then we charged here with the Wraith Blades, and then Prince Uriel went into the Catan Shard, rolling high enough to reach him. Ongoing melee down here. We failed to charge here against the Death Marks, so Scorpion's in serious trouble here across this side of the table, but not too bad here for the Eldar. We've got to try and take out a number of units. It'd be great to bring the Wraiths and the Catan down. That'll be good to clear that area. So we'll see if they can do that. We're going to combat resolution next for the Eldar here on turn 2. Alright, so Rob informing me here that he has 2 command points available, so interruptions could take place. So I'm going to fight with Prince Uriel first, so we've got to bring the Catan down. Is the Prince up to the challenge? Needing 2s. He's hit his target. 2s for wounds. Please, yeah, 3. Right, -2, but it saves here of 4+. D3 damage. Ideally, want Rob to fail 2 of these would be good. Here it would give us an excellent chance of bringing him down. Oh no, and then he detonates. There could be all sorts of trouble here. He's got a smile, a grin on his face here. He has failed 2 as hoped for, and all of a sudden he's got blue dice. So, and he's thinking, does he do a command reroll here and lose one of the 2 command points? Or does he hang on to use them? He's going to leave it. All right, so 2d3 damage here. I've got no rerolls available. The first one is 1. I need a 3+ here. Please. No. Why? 2 more wounds. The Catan Shard remains here with a wound still on that model. Okay, Rob's not going to interrupt, so I'm going to immediately go on to the Wraith Guard here. 1 attack, I need a 3. Rerolling because of Prince Uriel. Oh, I got his hit. 5 for a wound. A big roll here, very big roll. It's a 3, so failed with him. Prince Uriel could survive, but a potential of nasty damage that could come through from the Catan Shard. It's proved a real menace in this game and may well be declared as unit of the game here, potentially later on. Yeah, okay, so we might be able to stamp all over these Wraiths here. 12 attacks we get. So we're going to be going for 3s. Because the Spirit's in nearby, I'll reroll 1s. Wow, we are thankful for him being so nearby, granting us 3 more hits. Right, so we'll just remove these 2s. We'll go for 3s for wounds. Okay, not bad. It's bang on average. 6 saves of 4+ to make here. I think the Wraiths are going to survive here. So, this dice roll is important. Rob's passed really well here. He's only failed 2. So 2d3 damage here. So the first one is 2 damage, and then it's going to kill him. So 1 Wraith brought down. Okay, the Spirit Seer here, he's not bad actually. He gets 2 attacks, needing 2s. I think he can re-roll. If he's Spirit Host, I'm just going to check this. Yeah, he is Spirit Host, makes sense that he is. That's a 5. So we're on 2s to wound. Yeah, 2 wounds come through. Rob's on 4+ saves here. Passed both 4 and 5s with his Necron blue dice here, and it's working well for him. So the 2 Wraiths will survive and fight on. So that's that one. Next will be the charging Wraith Blades across here, trying to hack down Necron warriors. So 9 attacks with them. 3s will become misses. Just a lot of misses. 2s to wound. 2 failures there.
Strength 8, are they?
Yeah, strength 8.
AP minus a lot, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's -3, just checked. So 2 Necron warriors brought down. Hardly any damage. Rob won't mind that at all. We've got the Exarch now to fight against the Cryptek. 3s. Oh, please. Ah, dear. No. It's all gone wrong. A string of disastrous dice rolling. It's proving terrible here for the Eldar. This is not good at all. Catan Shard remains alive. The Wraiths remain alive. The Cryptek remains alive. The Necron Warriors absorbing damage, no problem. Surely the Avatar of Cain will give us a glimmer of hope. So we'll choose this combat. 2s. 3s to wound. That one's failed. 3 have got through. Rob's back up to a 4+ invuln save now. 2 get through. He does want to command reroll. Still fails. Alright, so I think we're going to get the wipeout here. First model is just about dead. And the next one is just about dead. Alright, wipeout here. Well done, Avatar. Good fighting from him. The Lich Guard are no more. Alright, so combat resolve. We'll leave him where he is. So that marks the end of the turn. Eldar here, I think, are going to be punished now. We've failed to make an impact here against multiple units here for the Necrons, and so I think there's going to be trouble ahead. But Rob's still got some fighting to do here. So the Catan Shard. Okay, who's he going to go after? Oh, or he can split his attacks even between the two.
Yeah, I'll put 1 into him.
Yes.
And 3 into
Prince Uriel. God, to kill both of those will be.
So the 1
hits, yes. Doesn't wound on a 1. Okay, and he's going to leave it at that. He's got 1 command point left. Okay, 2 hits against Prince Uriel. Got to keep the Prince alive. Just the 1 wound comes through. We'll roll a 4+ invuln save here. No, d6 damage. So 4 wounds taken. Prince Uriel, I think, still alive. I think he has 6. Yeah, 1 wound remains on Prince Uriel. Stack of wounds for him. So that's that combat resolved. Wraiths to do here, and Necron Warriors to fight as well. So one of the Wraiths is going to fight the Warlock. 3s. And then 2s to wound, actually. Yeah, 2 wounds come through. That'll be enough to kill him. Invuln saves here. We save 1. That's a Spirits here, actually. So he may have more wounds. So yeah, 4 wounds. He's survived there. An average Warlock would have been dead, but the Spirits here survives that vicious attack. There's blood dripping from your talons here on these Wraiths. Nasty things. Right, okay. Eldar blood, perhaps. Who killed the Warlock?
It was the Wraiths.
It was the Wraiths, right, okay. It's Warlock blood. Next against the Wraith Knight here, gets his hits. 5s to wound with toughness 8. That should protect us. It does. No wounds come through at all. Okay, so next we've got Necron Warriors and the Cryptek to fight as well. We'll resolve the rest of these combats just to finish off. Alright, so yeah, combat's resolved. Wound taken on the Wraith Blades. The attacks coming in there for the Necron Warriors, and then the lone Exarch there for the Shining Spears has taken no damage. So that's the end of the turn. Turn 2. So much has taken place in this game. Destruction and casualties all over the place. The Necrons, I think, are still ahead here in this game. They now have a turn in hand to hurt the Eldar here. They could do very well indeed. It may well be interesting to see how many of these resurrect. If Rob rolls 2 5s and brings back a full complement, the Eldar are in big trouble. But we'll see. It all depends on the dice rolls here. We'll go on to turn 3 coming up next for the Necrons. Alright, so movement done here. Catan Shard and the Overlord going into the Avatar. Repositioned here so that Rob can fire at all sorts of different targets, but can, if he needs to and if he wants to go after the Avatar. The Catan Shard has placed himself here, ready to send out some mortal wounds. Wraiths have disengaged and jumped across, preparing to charge. They only need to pick up 1 wound here against Prince Uriel to finish him off, and then backing out of combat here with the Necron Warriors. Also, and then preparing to fight with these 2 units should be able to bring some of the Scorpions down. So that's movement done. We'll go now on to Catan powers next. Alright, so Cosmic Fire has caused trouble. Uriel's dead. So's the Spirit Seer. So's one of the Wraith Blades. And 2 wounds caused on the Wraith Guard. The Wraith Knight. Rob missed him, but devastating. It's killed off a lot of the Eldar units and a couple of kill points picked up as well. So excellent move there. We should have dealt with him. 1 wound remaining, and Eldar paying the price now for not dealing with that Catan shard. Across here, 2 mortal wounds caused. It was 3, but we ignored 1 with molten body. So half dead here with the Avatar of Cain. Excellent results there from the 2 Catan shards. We'll go now on to shooting phase of the Necrons on turn 3. Alright, so shooting phase resolved here. The command reroll used to get more shots there with the Doomsday arc there, and we have been reduced down to 13 wounds left with the Wraith Knight. Then Avatar's gone. That was firepower coming in from these, bringing him down. They split their fire though. 2 of them fired down and finished off the Avatar. 2 fired across here. We passed 2 invuln saves though, and then 1 fired down here, taking out a couple of the Scorpions. A few more casualties coming through from firepower in this direction. It's just 2 of them left. That shooting phase complete, and the Eldar have been wrecked here. There's not too much left, but still the Wraith Knight usually dies early in games, is still alive with over half of its wounds remaining. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. This turn's not over here. Rob can still do a fair bit of damage in close combat as well. Alright, so charges went ahead, the Wraiths charged in. We've since resolved the combat as well. We caused a wound against the Wraiths and then took no damage in return. So the lone Wraith Guard remains alive. We'll figure out some morale here for the Eldar and round the Necron turn off. And then we'll go on to Eldar turn 3 here. But I think they're losing their grip here on this game. They're going to need some kind of miracle to get back ahead. The Wraith Knight's still alive, which is good, but time's ticking away for him and the wounds are still pouring in. We'll go on to turn 3 now for the Eldar. Alright, so movement done. The grind of the game continues here as we try to claw back the game from these Necrons, but they're not going to let go of this battle. I know Rob's going to fight on and try and stay ahead. We've moved out across here with the Wraith Knight. Perhaps fire and charge and try and get rid of those at least. Ariel Doomhand, a lone charge from him. A lone charge as well from the Wraith Blade, and pulling out of combat. Firepower available from the Wraith Guard, and then the snipers here. The squad around the other side relocating to bring their shots to bear against the targets down here. If we have a miracle shooting phase, there's a chance for the Eldar, but it all needs to go well for them. We'll see. We'll go on to shooting phase next. There's no psychic phase now. Shooting phase for the Eldar on turn 3. Alright, so shooting phase here, you can see we've failed to bring those down. It's not all doom and gloom though. The Wraiths are gone, so's the Catan shard. That was some deadly sniper fire here from the Rangers, picking up a load of mortal wounds. And the last wound was picked off by the Wraith Guard just here, Rob failing an invuln save. So, good shooting there from the Eldar, not too bad at all, at least on the bridge. So shooting phase is complete. We're going to charges next. This is the critical point. We need to deal with these and try and destroy them. It's going to be very difficult. There's 12 wounds to try and chew through here for the Wraith Knight. But we're going to charges and Overwatch next. Okay, so charges have gone ahead here. I tried to charge the Wraith Guardsman in, but he failed to reach. The Wraith Blades made it into combat, but taken a wound on Overwatch. And we took 4 wounds on Overwatch here, charging in with the Wraith Knight into the Destroyers. They really have it in for each other, these 2 units, and so far they haven't destroyed each other. Wraith Knight taking heavy damage now. He's dropped to bracket, so he'll not get as many attacks. I think his weapon skill drops as well, so once you start to get that kind of damage coming through, it's not so good. And Ariel Doomhand has made it in against the Death Marks. We'll resolve these combats next. Alright, combat's resolved here. 2 of the Immortals brought down. Not too bad, but not wiping them out. They do stand a chance of reanimating. No damage caused there against the Wraith Guard, and we killed one of the Necron Warriors. The point there is to stop them from shooting, so that's the whole aim, is to reduce that firepower that comes out. And then around here, Ariel Doomhand almost wiped out the Death Marks here, but Rob pulled out 2 6s to block the 4 wounds that came through. So combat's resolved. Eldar, hope is slipping away for them though, sadly, in this game. We'll go on to the 4th turn now for the Necrons. Alright, so movement here for the Necrons. This could be the coup de grace, the killing blow here, or the final blow here against the Eldar. We may well see the knight removed from play. So, Overlord moving across, Catan moving through, disengaging from combat and regaining or reanimating one of the destroyers, moving down here into inside the bunker. Rob's elected just to stay in close combat there and tie up the Wraith Blade, and then pulling back from combat, reanimating two of the death marks, preparing to blow away Ariel Doomhand alone and isolated here on this side of the table. Alright, so we'll go on to shooting phase next. We'll see what notes. Catan powers, actually. Yeah, this one. So Rob's rolling up. I'm not sure what he's rolling for here, but he's one mortal wound. Okay, so mortal wound score. We dropped to 8 now with the Wraith Knight. It's lasted well in this game. It's not done too bad. It needs help. A lot of misses being rolled and so on. So a friendly farce here with Guide and Doom would be helpful, but it's not to be here in this game. It's all about learning battlefield experience, but the Wraith Knight does need some kind of assistance, I think, to get the best out of him. But he's endured well. But down to 8 wounds. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Alright, so shooting phase resolved, and the Wraith Knight's still alive. He's on 6 wounds, struggling to, without the benefit there of that stratagem, reroll hits and reroll wounds, and the fact of being down to 3 instead of 5 of the destroyers, the damage hasn't come through as badly as before. So 6 wounds left. The Doomsdark didn't roll particularly well either. Didn't even wound. No, one hit came through, and then the wound. Rob rolled a 1, so the Wraith Knights survived here. Then Ariel Doomhand's gone. Yes, he was slain by a horrific firepower coming through from the Immortals. The Death Marks, did they fire?
No, they fell back.
Sorry, yes, they fell back from combat. Okay, that's great. So combat, so shooting phase is resolved now. We'll go on to combat. So I think the Catan will charge in and may well stand a chance of finishing the knight off in close combat. Unless we roll
4 6s.
this. Duh, nothing. 3 and 1. Yes, because the Ghost Inch. I think you've still done it.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, he's made it in. Be fascinating to see what he can do. Can the Catan bring down a Wraith Knight? He probably can. Any other charges at all? Just looking around. There may be. We'll see what else Rob wants to do here. Alright, so we're going to fight here. This will decide whether we end the game, I think. If he dies, the Eldar are sunk. Pretty much. But we'll see. We'll see what Rob gets here. We'll need 5s to wound, though. The hits do come through. I think once you get your wounds, there'll be trouble. There's 2. That, I think, is a very good result. What's the AP minus on him? I'm just going to check here. It's probably -3. In which case, the Wraith Knight would definitely find himself in trouble.
-4, flat 3 damage.
Oh, you're joking. That's going to kill me. Alright. We'll see if we detonate here. No, we do not, but the Wraith Knight's been slain. 6 damage comes through. The Catan Shard has brought the mighty Wraith construct down. Alright, so combat resolved here. The Wraith Knight's gone. Resolved combat across the other side as well. The Wraith Blade took another wound. He's got 1 wound left, and he killed 2 of the Necron warriors. I think at that point we're going to end the game here. Once that Wraith Knight's down, Rob will now be able to swing his attention through to mop up 2 of these Wraith constructs, which are each on 2 wounds, and then just to mop up the snipers, which shouldn't take too long with enough massed firepower, and that'll signal the end of the Eldar here. So we can see at this point we'll get a tally now of points picked up. It's all about the kill points here. We'll see what the final score is. Okay, final score then is 9-6. So it sounds close, but the Necrons will have a clear victory here. If we had have pressed on, Rob may well have been able to table the Eldar here. Easily brought down these 2 Wraith constructs, no problem. And then here, the snipers would have melted away. So 9-6 the final score. There was victory points picked up. The Eldar, Rob killed 8 of their units just here, these. And then he also got slayed the Warlord. Just there, so 9. And then we destroyed Wraith's Catan Shard and Lich Guard. Yes.
And First Blood.
And First Blood. And then we also killed the warriors just there as well. And then we've got Line Breaker over here with this Wraith construct. So 9-6, but the Eldar conceded anyway. It was just to find out what the final scoreline was. The Eldar ran out of steam in this game. Some promising moments for them. Some flops, though, here and there, which cost them dearly. The Wraith Knight, not too bad a showing from him, but the Necrons ground away at the Eldar here. And the Eldar ran out of steam and were unable to stop the steamroller of the Necron advance. So, great game. Thanks to Rob for coming down. Fascinating terrain that we've played across here. And great to see Eldar versus Necrons. Always a classic, an interesting list that Rob has, and it's worked out really well here in this game. And the Eldar, the older list, it is currently under development at the moment. So, there's some good elements, but the Eldar need help here at this stage, for sure. But that's the game. And in this particular encounter, the Necrons have prevailed against the Eldar. There it is. Great battle. Thanks for watching. And tune in next time. Alright, so units of the game. I'm going to give it to the Wraith Knight because he survived for so long, and the potential that he has, I think, needs help though. But he caused trouble. Close combat shooting wasn't too bad, so a pretty solid unit that the Eldar had. Rob, honourable mention for the Destroyers. Good firepower from them, good survivability from them as well. But he's going to give it to the Nightbringer, the green Catan Shard. It was an absolute nightmare in amongst the Eldar units, dishing out mortal wounds all over the place. Took ages to try and bring down, and one of the units that caused a rot here for this Eldar army that they were never able to recover from. That's units of the game for both sides.